Morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yeah, man. Boy, God has been good to me. Man, I can't really count it all. You can't either. You know, it's all in perspective. You really can't count all that God has done for you. If you look at every little thing, it's unbelievable the things he's done for us. How many times, you know, we got through something without even talking to him about it? He just blessed us with it. How many? You know, it's so much that the fact that you wake up in the morning, the fact that you still have a place to stay, the fact that, you know, maybe struggling out here, but guess what? You still going to work. You know, you living check to check, but you're making it all. You got all the plates spinning, you know. It's hard. You got a lot of plates spinning, but you keep them up there somehow. Every now and then one break, but he put two more back up there that look a little bit better, and you got to get to spending them. So it all works. And then you got a lot of people who just can't seem to mentally put it together as to, you know, why their life isn't in the position that they want it to be. We talk about this oftentimes, but I want to try another angle with you today. You know, maybe it's you. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe it's you. Maybe it's no external force that's at fault like you keep making the excuse to be. You know, so many people I hear, well, if this hadn't have done this, if he hadn't have done that, if she hadn't have done that, I would have been further along. I wasted all my time, my years with this man, and he did this, and I could have been here, and I could have been there. And this woman, she did this to me. And if she hadn't have done that, I could have been here and I could have been there. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's not really that external force that you keep making it out to be. See, I've done this to myself before. Once again, I'm talking to you about something I know about. I've done this to myself before. I've had the reason I wasn't where I wanted to be. I had it figured out as some external force. I had worked it out in my mind. Clearly, it wasn't me. Because if so-and-so, or if this hadn't happened, and if they hadn't have done this, I would have been further along up the road. That's what I was saying. But hold on, man. Boy, I learned a valuable lesson, man. See, if you don't ever let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go. If you don't ever let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go. I was listening to Bishop T.D. Jakes one day, and I heard him say, you can't drive your car if you going to keep looking in the rearview mirror. You go outside and try that. Try to drive your car, but keep your eye in the rearview mirror. All you looking at is where you been. All you looking at in that rearview mirror is where you passed or should have passed, something you should have moved on from. All you doing is looking in that rearview mirror at what happened back there. If you don't stop looking in the rearview mirror, you're going to crash your car over and over and over again. Or you got to slow it down so bad in order for you to keep looking in that rearview mirror. If you don't learn to let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go forward because you keep reviewing the past. The past is the past. And I know it's hard. Man, I watched a show and this lady said, well, I just can't ever forgive them for that. Well, guess what? Guess what? God may have already forgiven that person. That person may be extremely remorseful, could have gone to God and gotten forgiveness for it years ago. But you sit here and you keep hanging on to the past. I can't ever forgive that. Then I heard Bishop Jakes come on the show one time and say something that really, really struck home. You keep drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. He said that, I just shook my head and went, wow. You drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. Revenge is poison to you. You know, If hatred is poison to you, unforgivingness, when you won't forgive a person, that person could be going on with their life, made to right with God, don't know how you feeling, they skipping through life. Now, you make adjustments every time you see them, and it takes energy, man. It takes so much energy to hate. It takes so much energy not to forgive. Now they come in the room, you got to avoid them, stay over here. Here they come now. You got to make a situation over here. They come into the house, it's family reunion. Here they come. Where they going to be, in the basement? I'm going up here on the 3rd floor. I want to go out here and get some barbecue. She out there at the barbecue stand. Oh, Lord, I don't want no barbecue. I just eat this potato salad. People, man, take themselves all out of position trying to make adjustments when it would simplify your life if you would just let it go. Maybe you ain't where you need to be because of them external forces altogether. Maybe you're not where you need to be because of you. Because you won't let it go. You won't move forward. Look at this, ladies. Let's say you've been in a situation with a man for years. It didn't work out for whatever the reason. It just didn't work out. I got what you say he did. I got what he did. All of that, yada, yada, yada. When you get through, did not God get you through it? Did not he allow you to survive it? I got you got some cuts on you. I got you been a little bit bruised, but did he not get you through it? So now that he's freed you from it, now he done went on, he got a whole nother family over there somewhere. Now he trying to make it right because maybe he learned the mistake he made and now he trying to be a better man. He just trying to get it right now. But you sitting there holding on to it. You drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. So now instead of you enjoying the blessing of finally being free from a situation that was not healthy for you, you create an even more unhealthy situation in your mind by hating, by having revengeful thoughts, by hoping he fall on his face. Maybe you even doing something to the other situation to make sure they struggle. Oh, man, you drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy to die. Maybe you ain't where you ought to be in life, not because of your external forces, but maybe it's you. If you don't let it go, it's going to be hard for you to go. You can't keep driving your car looking in the rearview mirror. Come on, man. Forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is here, the Steve Harvey Morning Show is upon us. It's all the way live in living and vivid color. All of the performers on this show possess skin pigment of color. Different levels to it. It is all beautiful. Black is beautiful. That's a fact. That's not a question. It is what it is. It has been one of the great accomplishments and joys of my life to be who I am. I thank God for it. With all its oppressive moments, heartbreaks, and disappointments, I have survived them all. It's made me stronger. And Lord have mercy, I would have never made it without soul. I thank the Lord for soul. Soul is the essence of who I am. Whenever it get dark for me, outside of prayer, I rely on soul. Soul cooking, soul food, soul sayings, soul acting, soul handling. Those of you who have it know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we do.
Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Martha of the South, Junior, legend, nephew Tommy. Junior, what's on your mind this morning, man?
Hey, let me ask you something, huh? 65 years, man. Would you have did it any different to be where you at today? Do you ever feel like you had to do it different?
Do I wish I could have done it different? Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
Sooner.
Boy, I can tell you the stuff I wish I could have skipped.
Yeah.
Some of those valuable lessons were just a little bit too damn valuable. Some of them lessons was a little too well learned. some of them things I went through I thought was stretched out a bit.
Yeah.
I was looking at God going, hey. I know you tested me, but what is this about? I said I got it.
Yeah.
Clearly, he felt differently.
Mm-hmm.
So do I wish some things were happened differently? Yes, but then when I look at the totality of what I am and who I am, I wouldn't be this without all those moments. So I needed those moments. And that's why when you ask God for something, he never tells you what it's going to cost to attain it. He never shows you the whole path of what it requires. Because if he did, we would all say, that's okay, I want something else.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you knew to get to where you are today that you was going to have to take the route you took,
Yes, sir.
boy, if he'd have told you you was going to meet her or him, if he'd have told you that decision you made was going to cause this ripple effect, that's why he never shows you the path. He just allows you to dream and have the vision and let that spur you on to greatness. That's the answer to your question today. Y'all have a great day. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is on and cracking.
Yes, it is. All right. All right, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll run that prank back with the nephew right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time to start your morning off with the nephew and run that prank back. What you got for us, Nev?
Sure, I got them bed bugs. You know what I'm saying? I got them bed bugs, yeah. Let's go, Cat.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to speak to Shanice. She's not here right now. If I take a message. Do you know when she's coming back? Nah, is this a business call or something? No, this is personal. I need to talk to her immediately. Nah, you need to talk to me. This a man. Who is this? This is Brandon. Who are you? I'm Ernest, man, but how do you know Shanice? I got a bit of a situation here, man, and it's basically a financial situation that I'm owed some money from her. So I kind of need to talk to her about getting this money. It's totally disrupted my whole apartment, and I need to actually see about talking to her about getting this whole problem taken care of. What's the situation? What's going on? I mean, I'm basically right now I'm $2,500 in the rears due to Shanice, and I need to see if she's gonna be able to pay me for this situation or what. You know? Do my girl owe you money? She owes me $2,500. $2,500 for what? I don't even know who you are, first of all. So what's up with the $2,500? Man, first of all, my name is Brandon. Okay, and I've been knowing Shanice probably for the last 3 or 4 months now. Okay, so here you want to know it all in a nutshell is like this. Shanice been coming through. Okay, for the last 3 or 4 months, been coming over here to my spot, to my apartment, hanging out. I'm just now finding out within the last 2 weeks, I had to get rid of my couch. I had to get rid of my mattresses. Because your mattress? Because it's bed bugs. Wait a minute, dude. Wait a minute. So you trying to tell me she was in your bed? Yeah, she been in my bed, dude. She been in your bed. Are you crazy? Hey man, come on now, dude. Listen, you know, the problem is not right now. Where she's $2,500. The problem is you talking about $2,500. You talking about my girl was in your bed. Now we're not even gonna get into that. You understand what I'm saying? But that $2,500, you can forget about it. No. Hold up. First of all, you calling here. And here a dude answer the phone, and you still got to ask for her, and then go tell me about some $2,500 about some mattress? Dude, I'm out. My mattresses, man, are $1,000. It's full of bed bugs. I had to throw that away. Man, nobody worried about no damn mattress, dude. You talking about my girl? We've been together for 4 years. I'm about to pop the question on her, and you want to sit there talking about she been hanging with you or kicking with you for the last 4 months. It's about to be over in a minute. Dude, if you want to marry Shanice, cool. I don't care nothing about that. Hey, don't even worry about that now. But you on my phone talking about some damn mattress, man. That's a problem, dude. I ain't worried about no damn mattress. I ain't got no mattress right now. My house? You calling mine? Dude, I do not have a mattress right now, nor do I have a couch. Do you understand the problem that brings to me? I don't care nothing about your mattress or couch, dude. I don't care nothing about that. You say your name Brandon? I'm Brandon, yes.
Yeah, Brandon, okay, don't worry about it, Brandon, because you're going to find me real soon. Don't let me find you before you find me, though. You understand what I'm saying, don't you?
Do.
No, because you can have them bed bugs and that mattress or whatever, and these for all I care. But what I'm saying is, you talking about some bed bugs, ain't no bed bugs over here.
Okay, so where she getting the bed bugs from? She done brought them over here to my place.
I don't care nothing about it. She ain't bring nothing over there, first of all. But that ain't even a problem right now.
Dude, you calling me been over here, man. I ain't had nobody else over here.
Don't worry about who you had over there, but you don't call here talking about no money. You ain't getting nothing from here.
Okay, first of all, dude, check this out. I don't have a problem with you, okay? Me and you cool.
No, we got a problem. We already got a problem. You calling me talking about you been sleeping with my girl.
Hey, dog, once I'm going to say it again. Me and you cool, dog. We cool.
No, we not cool. First of all, I'm going to find out who you are. I'm going to handle Shanice myself. I'm going to handle you later.
What you talking about? You gonna handle me?
I'm gonna handle you later. You want a mattress, right?
Hey, dude.
You want a mattress,
go
right?
ahead and marry Shanice. I ain't got nothing to do with that. My problem is getting my money back, man, for the property of mine that she has ruined, man.
Don't worry about that. I'm gonna get you a mattress. Don't worry about that. It's gonna be a casket wrapped around that. though.
Hey, dude. Why you sitting here creating the drama with me when me and you, we ain't even the problem. The problem is Shanice.
The problem is you picked up your phone and you called here. That's the problem. Now you got two problems. You ain't got no couch. You ain't got no mattress. Now you got a dude after you. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what? I see I can't talk to you. When do Shanice get home, man?
Don't worry about when Shanice get home. Okay. What you need to worry about is when I find you.
Okay, so when you going to have my money then when you find me? Because I need my money.
Yeah, I'm going to have your money. I'm going to have your mattress too. Please understand. You're going to be resting real well.
Okay. So let me ask you this here, man. Shanice bring bed bugs over to my house. Leave them all in my mattress. Leave them all on my couch where I got to throw my stuff away. Where I'm wrong at, man? Where I'm wrong?
I'm going to ask you straight up. Did you know she had a man?
Say what?
Did you know she had a man?
I mean, kind of, sort of, but not really, though.
Ain't no kind of, sort of, man. Either you know she got a man or she don't got a man. You knew she had a man, right? And you still went and did it, right?
I ain't got nothing to do with y'all, man. I'm dealing with these bed bugs. You understand what I'm saying?
Dude, do you understand you messing up a 4-year relationship? You know how much time I put in with this woman? 4 years. 4 years. We about to get married. And you calling here with this.
When y'all supposed to get married?
Don't worry about when we supposed to get married, man. You messed that all up. What I'm trying to explain to you is, dude, you calling here on some bed bug, which I know she ain't got nothing to do with, but the fact that you told me that she was over your house, in your bed, that's over. It's over now. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when she get home, I'm going to deal with that. You understand what I'm saying? That's going to get dealt with. I'm walking up out of here. But when I leave here, please believe my next stop is to come find your ass. First of all, how did you get the number to this apartment? That's what I want to know.
Hey, dude, she gave me both numbers, the cell phone number and the house number, and told me, if it's an emergency, call the house.
Okay, and this is an emergency.
Yeah, this is an emergency. I got bad bugs, man.
Learn another emergency number. Learn 911, because when I come knocking on your door, either you come out and you handle it, or you better call the cops. You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Hey, man, do you think Tommy will pay for the bed bugs?
Who is Tommy?
I'm just saying, do you think Tommy will pay for the bed bugs?
Man, who the is Tommy?
Tommy, dog. Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Ernest, you just got pranked by your girl, Shanice.
Man, y'all. Woo.
You all right, man?
Boy, hey. Boy, it was over. It was over. You understand what I'm telling you? It was over.
All right, thank you, nephew.
For sure.
Bug. Okay.
Anytime you need it.
All right, coming up next, it is Ask the CLO with the Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in trending entertainment news, Beyonce is at the center of attention yet again, and this time R&B singer Tank claps back at a bishop who criticized her song Church Girl. Now, we'll talk about that. In other entertainment news, a deputy shockingly testified during the Vanessa Bryant trial against the city of Los Angeles that said he doesn't regret taking pictures of the Kobe Bryant crash site. We'll also talk about that. All of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey, in the building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bren in Jersey writes, my ex makes co-parenting hard because he's dating the woman that he cheated on me with. Our 14-year-old daughter is upset because the woman is moving in with her dad and she doesn't want to go see him anymore. How do I explain to her that it's fine when it's not fine and I'm very upset with him?
Well, she's 14. It's hard to make her feel something that she doesn't feel, because she knows. See, first of all, you all shared too much information with the child, because the child should not know that her father cheated with this woman. But this is what happens when you allow your kids to overhear and participate in conversations about grown folk business. So now the young girl, she got some information that she don't really have the bandwidth to handle. So now you really want to help her, but then you support her feelings too. You see what I'm saying? Because you allied your children against the father. You do understand that, right? So now I can't help you.
He cheated. Wait
But
a
see,
minute.
Shirley, I'm not saying that it's nothing the man did is right.
Right.
The
Okay.
fact that the young girl at 14 has that information.
Yeah.
And who
I mean,
gave her the information? The mother. I promise you the daddy
know
didn't
that.
go over there and say, look, this is the chick that I cheated on your mama with. Now she has the girl on her side. Now you got to deal with that.
Well, he still cheated. That's my point. Moving on.
This is
To
asked
Joanne.
to CLO, though.
Yeah,
Nobody asked
yeah,
you nothing to
yeah.
say.
I'm with
You
you,
shut up.
Steve.
Joanna, he still cheated.
Whatever.
He cheated. I got
See how
that.
this-
But she has a problem with the daughter now because she shared the information with the daughter. The daughter should not even know who this woman is. She should just
Whoever
think
it is,
that
it's not her
the,
mom.
but Shirley, no. All the daughter should think is this is the lady that my dad is moving on with. But she now knows this is the lady my daddy's moving on with who cheated on my mother. That's
just
what
knows
Ask the CLO says. The
She
lady
just
was
knows
wrong.
that her mom and dad aren't together anymore, and she's mad about it. And she
No,
doesn't
she
like
ain't.
this other woman.
And because she don't like the
That's
other
it,
woman
yeah.
because that's the woman that cheated on her. Because her mama told her that.
It don't matter. Joanne in Tampa says, I'm a nurse and I work overnights, and when I get home in the morning, I'm ready for sex. He says he's not a morning person, but he used to be. I don't like that he switched up, and I need to know what's up with him. We haven't had sex in close to a month. Is it common for men to not want morning sex?
It's you.
Not this man.
Yeah. It's uncommon for a man not to want sex for a month.
I don't care what time of the day it is. It don't matter.
I've been at the barbecue one.
Ask your location or
Well,
where.
I'm just talking about we at my
So
house.
you're
ain't
doing it by the grill? What are you
No,
saying?
I'm just talking about. I don't understand. He don't want it in the morning. Well, when do you want it? Though? I'm trying to figure out when you don't want it.
Right. That's her point.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out when it is you don't want it. So it may have something to do with you, ma'am.
Like
her.
what? Like
Something
what?
changed.
Maybe the technique or something. You know, he used to be a morning person. Maybe it's the
Yeah.
technique. Maybe it's the approach. Maybe it's the threat. You know,
Threat. What do you mean?
it can be that way sometimes. So you just gonna go to work without tightening me up? Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to go to work.
Saying anything.
Yeah,
I don't see how this is her fault, but anyway.
I didn't say it was her fault. Shirley, wait a minute, hold up. This segment is called the CLO.
I know. You
This
don't have
ain't
to
the
tell me
strawberry letter. Your
I know
opinion on well, you quit checking my answers. You know what you're gonna finna do?
I'm not checking you.
You know what you finna do is you finna participate in the show as a Christian. And you're gonna be a better Christian on this
I'm
show.
I'm just saying, how is this her
Did you
fault?
just
That's
sit
I
all.
didn't say it was her fault. I'm trying to get in the
Could be
Trying to
her
get that
approach.
camera view.
It could be her
I'm trying-
approach. It could.
It could be her approach. It's just something to think about. I can't fix him because, hell, he ain't listening. But she wrote the letter. I'm trying to help her. You know, sure, I'm not going to keep doing this with you.
Moving on to Tanya in Charlotte.
You go ahead and move on to Tanya.
Okay, Tanya says, I went to brunch this weekend with my crew and I slipped and fell, spraining my ankle. My husband picked me up and was irritated because I didn't have on any panties. I didn't want panty lines in my dress, so I didn't wear any. How can he be more concerned about my panties instead of my sprained ankle?
Because your ass is out.
Yeah, there ain't never been a problem of mine. I don't really care if you have on drawers or not. I'll clap for you. Oh. Give my baby a standing ovation. She walked out of here.
Where was they at?
Without any panties on.
They were at brunch. She went to brunch.
Give my baby standing ovation. She walked out of here without any panties on.
We're moving on.
I'm glad they wasn't at church. Ooh, that'll turn that out.
Missy in Michigan says, I'm dating a 45-year-old man that uses a lot of body sprays and colognes. I don't like hugging on him because I smell like him all day. Where are men supposed to wear cologne? On their body? Where are men supposed to wear cologne on their body? How do I convince him to allow to apply just a little bit of it?
Well, he needs coaching at this
just
point.
A little bit, leave some in the body.
He needs coaching. You know, he watches the Axe commercials, and he's spraying it on him like a teenager, thinking it's going to have women more attracted to him. He's basing it on his smelling ain't as acute as a woman, so he putting it on till he can smell it. And he got too much on. You can sit him down and say, hey, baby, you need to pull back on the cologne. Let me show you how to put it on. Now, he say, I can't smell this. Well, it's for other people to smell. Stupid.
Coming up at the top of the hour.
You spray a little bit on him where it's supposed to be.
Entertainment news. Thank you, CLO.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
We have a special guest coming up at about 20 minutes after the hour. It's comedian and actress Miss Pat from the Miss Pat Show. That streams on BET+. This is her first time visiting us. Can't wait to talk to her. And
she's funny.
She has to say. Funny show. Funny show. And she's really, really funny. Yeah, so can't wait for that. Also in entertainment news, Beyonce is at the center of attention again.
What's wrong now?
We all know. I don't know. Have you seen Pastor, his name is Bishop Patrick Wooten. He's condemning her song, Church Girl. Take a listen.
Beyonce just released Sacrilege. The only thing I can account for some of this stuff is somebody done sold their soul to the devil. Now, all I can say to you is this. When you sell your soul to the devil, you get the short end of the stick. Because you're not going to live but so long. And when you leave here where you're going to be there forever. So it's not a good deal. I don't care what he gives you. But this piece of trash that's released, and she named it Church Girl.
Wow, a little judgy.
Oh my God!
I didn't hear one
judgy right there.
I ain't hear
Well,
I do like his voice though.
Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
I've seen him as a pastor before. Really, really good guy. Really, really great pastor. I've noticed a trend coming from the pulpit a lot lately where there are pastors who are using celebrities as examples now. And it's a growing trend. And it's disturbing to me because what is your messaging? And I've listened to the lyrics to the song. I pulled them all up and read them. Pastors I think it's a misassessment of what it is. I don't think Beyonce sold her soul to the devil at all.
No.
Not at all. Not Beyonce. I think what happened is he doesn't like the fact that she called it church girl. All the people in the church are sinners. All of them. Now, she done wrote a song about this church girl that's out there at the club dropping it like it's hot.
And Steve, it's on top of a Clark Sisters song, Center of Thy Will by the Clark Sisters. And Twinkie Clark thanked Beyonce for listening to her music. And she said it hoped that it blesses her soul. There you go.
It will. It will.
And then Tank, who also grew up in church, R&B singer Tank, clapped back at the bishop saying, "Who are you, pastor, to question the salvation of Beyonce?" He said, "Who gives you the authority and that right to question what she believes in her heart because of a song on top of a Clark Sisters record?" So
see, and that's another thing too that's disturbing when pastors use these examples. Pastor Geno Jennings is like the top of the list guy. I don't know him personally, don't know anything about him. It's just every time I catch a clip of him, he's dogging some celebrity, some famous person. I don't know if it's for eyeballs or anything. But to this pastor that jumped on Beyonce, if these lyrics have you upset and you're calling this sacrilege, you must have missed the other lyrics and other artists out there. Partner.
Okay, say that.
I don't know if you ain't been listening over the past 20 years, but they got some stuff out here, boy. Church girl ain't nothing. I'm gonna tell you right now, church girl ain't nothing.
Wow.
And let's be clear about this though. Just so we set the record straight. That deacon in the background ain't got nothing on your deacon, okay? I'm just letting you know he ain't got nothing on Def Jam Motown. I heard that deacon in the background, his amens and all that. He ain't got nothing on your deacon.
We devil.
That's where you going with this?
To talk about Beyonce's
Come on here now.
new record,
That's right.
Church Girl. I want to say I am in total support of Sister Beyonce.
Yeah.
I know her mama and her daddy personally. Fine folks.
Bring the beat in.
And won't you agree with me, Deacon?
I agree wholeheartedly, Pastor.
Church Girl is just lyrics. Let me see here. I had it a moment ago. I lost it.
Okay, that's all right. Take your text.
I lost it.
What can you find it, Pastor?
I'm trying now.
Running out of time now.
I'm warning everybody. As soon as I get in this party, I'm gonna let go of this body. I'm gonna love on me. Nobody can judge me but me. I was born free. Finally, the chorus comes in and says, drop it like a thotty. Drop it like a thotty. I saw now pop in like thotty. Pop it like a thotty, you bad. We said now drop it like a thotty. Drop it like a thotty, you bad. Church girl acting loose, bad girls acting snotty. I said snotty, drop it like a thotty. Cause I'm a hottie. I wanna say, if you a church girl,
Coming up
and
in
you
20
got it
minutes
like that, keep it like that.
All right, amen. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, comedian and actress Miss Pat will be our special guest. We'll talk about her show, Miss Pat, on BET Plus right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey everybody, as promised, we got a special guest this morning. This is the first time, but she about to be family because of her style. We like people like this here. Because I like them when they as ignorant as I am. Our special guest is comedian, star of the Emmy-nominated The Miss Pat Show, and it streams on BET Plus. The Miss Pat Show, y'all, is back with season 2, pure grown folk comedy. That, of course, involves a lot of laughter, cussing, and relatable topics. Let's find out more about the new show. Please welcome to the show, comedian Miss Pat.
Yes,
Miss
sir.
Good morning.
Miss Pat, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling me ignorant. That made my GED go up a notch.
You know what? You are ignorant, and I'm able to call you that, Miss Pat, because I'm ignorant myself, and game recognize game. Lord, hey,
Well, I
let me ask you
appreciate that.
first, how did the show come about? Whose idea was it?
Well, it took 5 years, Steve, and we went through several writers. I could have been on TV a little early, and I was like, "No, that ain't funny." So after 2 writers, Lee Daniel, because it's Lee Daniel, Ron Hopper show. Well, imagine Lee Daniel was like, "I think I found you somebody." He got a 26-year-old kid, was 22 at the time, straight out of college, and we got together. And he was just as ignorant as I was, and he was like, "They need to let you cuss." I was like, "These white people ain't gonna never let a big black woman like me cuss." And he was like, "Well, you need to leave Fox." And we went over to Hulu, and they dropped it, and BET Plus and say, BET Plus say, "Oh, this some black stuff. We'll take it." And we done rock and roll with BET Plus ever since.
Right.
Let's talk about this for a minute, because you done been nominated for an Emmy for Best Directing in a Comedy Series. And the show been making history as the first BET show that has ever received an Emmy nomination for a special series. Now, how does that make you feel?
Yeah.
Oh, you know that make me ask for a raise?
No, that's
Love her. Love her.
You know, when black folks get something, they be like, I'm gonna need a little bit more money right there. Now, BET, y'all ain't never been on this market. I made people notice y'all. But overall, it made me feel great because of what this show went through and how people tried to change me in the beginning. And I told them, I said, I'm no Claire Huxtable. Why don't y'all put a real mom on TV, a convicted felon? I used to forge checks. Why don't, it's real mothers out there. That don't make me bad because I used to write white people checks, Steve. That means I needed money at the time.
Yeah.
And so people just want to see real stuff, real topics about the black community, not watered down. You know, all fat girls don't get love. That big old black man on that TV show loved me because my real husband in life loved me. And they never show that. They always show a small mama who look like she jog and eat healthy. Child, I like Chick-fil-A.
Hey, Miss Pat, hang on. Hey, stay right there. Hang on. We're going to come back with more. Miss Pat, right after this, don't go nowhere.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, y'all, we back, and our special guest this morning is a comedian and the star of the Emmy-nominated The Miss Pat Show. This is the first time BET has ever had a series that's been Emmy-nominated, ever. Ever. It's groundbreaking, y'all. It's groundbreaking. This is a first. I'm telling you. And she's a bad girl. I've been looking at these clips, man. This woman right here, flat out ass funny. And I love the fact that you told me, Miss Pat, last break that you wrote forged checks. And I just wanted to say congratulations because we have that in common. I can't tell you how many of them I done wrote.
Steve.
No.
You don't have to tell everything.
No, you know, I passed the statute of limitations. I know when I can talk.
Neither one of them running for president, Shirley. It's okay.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah.
But congratulations, you know. Hey, Miss Pat, now you got an interesting cast here because I don't know. How did you pick Tammy Roman? Was that a decision of the network? Did you come up with it? Because it seems like such a perfect fit for the show.
You know, the co-creator, when I got with him and we wrote the pilot behind Fox back and gave it to him, and he just pulled out, he said, I know who the daddy is, and I know who the sister. And I looked at Tammy Roman on her Bonnet Chronic, and I was like, this girl crazy. I don't want her. I had no idea she was a reality star until she auditioned. And I was like, no, reality stars can't act. And they was like, she can act. And let me tell you something. I did not want her. I've told this story 100 times. When I tell you she came in there and took that role, she took that role. Mm-hmm. And it's history. We go together. We like Luce and Elsa.
Yeah. Yeah, you all are good. Very good together.
When you're doing the show, Miss Pat, what do you want the takeaway to be? I mean, you know, it don't have to be nothing riveting or anything, but when a person watches your show, what do you want them to to have or take away when they watch it?
You know, my show is a lot about healing. Every episode is something that I went through. Like this season was all healing. It was like child molestation. It was about Roe versus Wade, abortion that I had back when I was young. It's about family. So I want them to take away, no matter what you've been through in your life, you can laugh about it. When you can laugh about it, you got control of it. That's why I put my life out there on display. I'm not the only person that's been molested. I did a whole episode on molestation, black hair, how my mama told me being nappy-headed and I was ugly. The trauma of little black girls start early. I never combed my daughter's hair because my mom always told me my hair was nappy. So I took my daughter to the beauty parlor and immediately permed her hair because of what I was taught. So I want people to take away healing. It's okay to put your darkest things out there and talk about it.
Wow.
Very nice.
Real,
Yeah.
man. Real.
Yeah, you
I'm
will.
gonna have
It
to-
is
What a
a
little
mess.
cursing.
Yeah, see, that's now we talking. See, that's why I don't see. See, I've never seen this in a sitcom before, especially BET. I know I wasn't gonna see it on Fox, and Fox was a little more daring than everybody else over the years, but never to that extent. I would love to do a project like that, except
What, you want to cuss on Family Feud? What are you trying to do? What do you want to do? What is
And
you
the
trying to do,
blankety
dog?
blank survey says.
Call me, Steve. I got some ideas. Just call me. I got some ideas. You want to talk. You know, that's my vocabulary cussing right there. My husband hates to hear me say the P word. He think I make it disgusting.
Hey, we got season 2 coming up, Miss Pat. What can we expect on season 2?
Oh, like I said, black hair from molestation to my family getting robbed. Everything that was true to me, that by me living in this all-white neighborhood, and all the trauma that I went through. It's a heavy season, but it's a funny season. I guarantee you that. And if you don't believe me, just look at Twitter. They ain't stopped talking yet. They're up here threatening me for season 3.
Everybody go to BET Plus today and make it a habit and start streaming the Miss Pat Show. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. This girl is funny, and above all else, her ass is ignorant. And that I appreciate more than anything.
Thank you, babe. I appreciate that.
Y'all give it up for the Miss Pat. Miss Pat Show.
Miss Pat, baby.
Cat.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, get this, guys, he's never, ever pleased. Ever? Never? No. We'll find out what that's all about in just a minute. But right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Nav?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to go through my archives here, Shirley. Find something.
You're still dealing with
time.
that old school Rolodex, aren't you?
Yeah, that's the best way.
Ain't
All my
nothing
stuff
online.
written. It's on-
Today.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing online.
No,
Nothing,
no,
Junior, right?
Yeah.
This is all filed. This is like library stuff right here. Yeah. These pranks are filed. You know what I'm saying? This is when you go to the what's that thing you used to go to in the library and they, oh my God, what is that called?
Card catalog.
Oh, yeah. With a
Card
card
catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pull it up and it's a screen. That's the first time we was really looking at a screen right there. That's that right there.
Microfiche. What was it called? Something.
But anyway,
It's so old, we can't
it's
even
those
remember.
kind of archives, okay?
Yes.
Okay, it's those kind of archives. But anyway, this right here is church parking lot. Church parking lot. I'm looking at it right here in the files. Church parking lot. Okay, it's written in pencil with a number 2 pencil.
Same
Church.
boxes they were repossessed from Trump. Then the same title. Mar-a-Lago is same box.
Top classified.
Under C.
He got a prank in here. What is he doing with a prank in there? Church parking lot. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello, this is Brendan.
Brendan. Hey, I'm trying to reach
How you doing?
How you doing? Brendan, I want to make sure I got the right person. You the person that you work at the first of all, I go to
What's your name again?
My name Calvin. Brother Calvin. Brother, I go to St. Missionary Baptist Church where you.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So everything all right? You need.
Everything's fine. Well, I got a little issue, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Now, you work in the before service start. You work in the parking lot and showing.
I do attending. Yeah.
Yeah, and you tell people where to park and stuff, right?
Right. Would you looking for some employment? You wanna join us?
Nah. See, the issue I got, man, I've been dealing with this probably about the last 2 months now.
What's wrong, brother?
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to tell you. So the problem is when I come to the church, last couple of months, man, I've been like my regular car and broke down on me. So I got an old van that I've been.
Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah. I got an old van that I've been using to get around in. So now for the last 2 months I've been riding in it. When I come into the church, you and I found out who you were, but you keep sending me to the back of the parking lot. And then, I noticed. Nah, bro, not on the real. So you sending me to the back, and I'm noticing when I see cars that's like 2010, 2015 cars.
Well, brother. Well, listen. We don't have no set place where we put model car. I just direct the traffic, brother.
Okay, so you trying to tell me for the last 2 months you just direct traffic, but you directed me to the back every time. But a car behind me or a car in front of me, it'll be going to the front.
Nah, where are you getting this information from? I
didn't seen you, man, send people to the front to park. I didn't seen you do it.
No, I just put the bigger vehicles in the back and certain It's really no schedule. If you come in, I just direct you to the right or the left. It's really nothing to it, really.
So you're not trying to say so my van being raggedy ain't the reason why I'm being.
No. That's not what we're about. Nah.
Okay.
I'm sorry you feel that way. So I guess this Sunday.
Let me. I'm gonna tell you about this Sunday.
I can make sure.
No. Let me tell you right now. When my van pull up there Sunday. I'm gonna tell you right now. If I get sent to the back, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's gonna be a problem if I get sent to the back.
Whoa. Now you don't have to cuss, brother. Just calm down. It's not that serious.
No, it is that serious. Cause I already know. I know I got a ragged ass van. I know that. But see, that's the reason why I'm getting sent to the back, and I know it because the car I had before, y'all was sending me up front. So I already know. I'm just saying. I'm telling you right now, Brendan. I'm telling you right now. It's gonna be a problem if I get sent to the back.
Brother, you just singled me out
No,
or did you?
No, I didn't single you out. You are the person that has been sending me to the back, dude.
No, I haven't.
Hey man, why are you sending?
Why are you accusing me of something?
I ain't got because I didn't seen it.
No, you are. You're calling me. You're calling me out of the blue, and you're accusing me of something I'm not doing.
No, you didn't send my ragged ass van to the back. You done done it. You done done it 2 months straight, Brendan. You have done it.
No, I haven't.
Yes,
no, I have not.
Yes, you have. You sent all the pretty cars up front. That's what you're doing. But I tell you what, come Sunday, gonna be a problem.
So now you're threatening me? Now listen. We can meet up at it. We can meet up there before any cars get there. How about that?
I don't care how you want to do it, Brendan.
No, you actually do know how you want to do it. So bring it then.
Okay, I'm letting you know. My car,
5 a.m.
my van gonna be up front. Comes
your van. Your van. It's me and you. How about that? You want to talk tough Tony stuff?
Okay. So you sweating all up now? You all right? So cool.
It sound like you already did. So I guess I'm matching you.
Okay. Well, no problem.
I'm not gonna call. Listen, brother. Listen. You're not gonna call my phone and threaten me and tell me what you think I did when I didn't do it.
I told you, man. You've been sending me to the damn back, man.
We passed what you thought.
Okay.
That's what it is.
No, it's what I know. It's what I know, Brendan. It's what I know. Okay.
Well, listen,
you didn't send me.
Where you at right now?
Okay. You know we ain't got work. You know what? I tell you what. Come Sunday, that's your ass then, Brendan.
No. How about what you doing right now?
What you mean? What I'm doing right now? I'm at work right now.
Oh. So you at work calling me about some bull parking spot?
Oh, okay. Oh, look at the cussing Christian now. Look at you.
No.
Look at the cussing.
No. Matter of fact, you. Okay. If you want to do something, let's do it now. Parking lot, I don't care where we at.
Okay.
That's one thing you're not gonna do is disrespect me. I'm telling you that right now, brother Calvin. You bring your ass down here, I'm going to fold you like a wet piece of paper. You don't know who you with, okay? I done been locked up 6-7 years. I'm just in the church trying to get my life together. And you think you're just going to talk to me? You got another thing coming, brother. I'm going to tell you that right now. So if you want to get it on, meet me in the parking lot right now. I give you an hour to get there, you piece of
See, now you're trying to scare me with your
background.
I'm trying
to tell you what it is.
Oh, no, you're trying to scare me with your background or something. Like, evidently, I didn't know you had been in jail.
With the wrong one.
I'm just going to say this. Do you know Lester that also
worked?
Yeah,
I know Lester.
He also had the cars parking?
Would you try to buy yourself out of this? This what I'm about to lay on you?
No,
Because now you're talking about, I know Lester.
Okay. Lester is the person to tell me to call you. This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning. Brendan, your boy Lester in the parking lot got me to prank phone call you. I brought the lockdown out of you, man. Did I bring the lockdown out of
you? Strangle Lester. Y'all got me out here talking reckless. I should hope Pastor don't hear this one.
Well, hang in there, brother, and do this for me, man. Tell me this. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, the Steve Harvey radio show, man.
Hey, man, if you see somebody Sunday pull up in a van, show them some love, baby. Show them some love.
I might have to call out this week, man. My heart can't take it.
I think I did that thing right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, our preachers say they preached that thing this morning. I pranked that thing this morning. You hear me?
Yes. Praise and worship time, guys.
Come on here, Shirley. Yeah. Prank and worship. Woo!
Prank and worship.
Boy, I might have some. If pastors around the globe let me come and do prank and worship. That right there.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter. The subject for today is He's Never, Ever Pleased. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
We've teamed up with Seagram's Escapes to give away $1,500 cash to create your own summer escape, okay? To enter and get rules, please visit steveharveyfm.com. $1,500, people, in cash could be yours. Get all the info at steveharveyfm.com. Sip happiness with Seagram's Escapes, your new summer favorite. All right? We all love it. We all love it. Yeah. We're going to switch gears here and let you know that it is time for today's Strawberry Letter. If you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, and more, parenting, all of that, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours. That's right.
It could be. It could be. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, he's never, ever pleased. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm 34 years old and I own a hair salon in a strip mall. I've been hanging out with a 38-year-old dentist who works directly above my salon. I need your advice on how to deal with him. He is never, ever pleased with anything. And the first time we met, he came down to my salon and told me to turn my music down. I told him to relax, and he got mad. A few days after that, he came back down and asked if he could get a do-over. He told me he was very accomplished and listed all the things he owned and said he is single because he knows what he likes and won't settle for less. I was intrigued and asked him to go see a movie with me. He was displeased with the theater and he said the popcorn was burnt. I wore a sundress and sneakers, and he said he prefers that women wear their toes out. He picked me up, and he commented that I live in a transitioning neighborhood, which to me meant that I live in the ghetto. I told him I would let his comment slide so we would not argue. We still hang out, and he's always complaining. He tells me what I should do with my hair or what I should wear when we're hanging out, but the most irritating thing about him is the sex. Don't get me wrong, he's really good in bed, but he told me that I fall short of pleasing him the way he is used to getting pleased. I do my best, but he critiques every sexual encounter we have and tells me what I need to work on. I have never been told that I can't please a man. I I love a challenge, but I feel like this is his way of controlling me. Will I ever be able to please him? Probably not, but who cares? Are you kidding me right now? Just, this guy, it only matters what you think of you, okay? And most importantly, you still have to be yourself. You still have to love yourself. I do agree with you. I think he is controlling. His words are just full of put downs. You don't need to be controlled. You need to be appreciated and respected. And according to you, he only criticizes and complains to you and about you. I don't like this guy. I don't like him for you. And I hate the fact that you think you need to please him. You don't. You obviously have things going on for yourself. You must be attractive or he wouldn't have gone out of his way to go out with you in the first place. Remember, he came back down there and asked you for a do-over. I think you're smart. You have to be smart. You're a business owner. You must have to have somewhat of a personality because in your business, you do have to deal with the crazy public, So don't let this guy keep putting you down, treating you this way. I mean, who does he think he is? Just because he's, in his words, a very accomplished dentist, that doesn't mean that he knows how to deal with women. I think a real man in this case, or a gentleman who cares about you, would be trying to get to know you, would be supportive of you. This guy, I don't think he's worth your time. I mean, you may like him, but can you imagine being in a relationship or a marriage with him? He's not going to change, okay? He is who he is because he doesn't think anything is wrong with how he is. And so that's where you, I think, should tell him what you're telling us in this letter, about how he criticizes you and all that. He's not going to like it. He's not going to expect this from you because you haven't been letting him know how you feel and you've been letting him get away with this. But only you can stop him. So, until you do that, I say don't go any further with him. Steve?
Wow. I thought this letter wasn't going here. And then the letter went there. Mm-hmm. And then the letter turned back around. He's never, ever pleased. I think that's the key to this whole thing. This 34-year-old woman that owns his hair salon in a strip mall, you've been hanging out with a 38-year-old dentist who works directly above your salon. And now she needs our advice on how to deal with him. And she says, point blank, he is never, ever pleased with anything. And the first time we met, he came down to the salon and told me to turn my music down. I told him to relax. He got mad. Then after that, he came back downstairs and asked if he could do a do-over. See, what happened was he knew who you were. He went downstairs to complain. That was just the move to come downstairs. But I can understand because you got a dentist office upstairs. But you handled it perfectly. You told him, hey, look, just relax. It's no problem. I can turn it down some. You did what he needed. And then after that, he came back and he found out he was wrong. So he said, let me do a do-over. Now, when he was down there, he was assessing you. He's a man. He looked around. He said, okay, she owns a salon. Well, she fine. Hold up. I'm tripping. Let me start this over. Now, after that, when we come back, I'm going to show you where this whole thing went wrong and how it's going to stay wrong. Okay? After this.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right, Steve, hang on. Part 2 of your response is coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, he's never, ever pleased. We'll get back into it.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, he's never, ever pleased.
Well, 34-year-old hair salon owner, obviously a nice-looking woman, attractive, well put together in terms of ownership. I mean, having her life together and everything, ownership. 38-year-old dentist upstairs. She has the music up. He comes down to complain that the music too loud. She tells him to relax. She obviously turns her music down. He felt bad about it. After assessing her, saw how fine she was, he brought his ass back down there and said, hey, can I get a do-over? My bad. I came down here wrong. I didn't know you was the owner. My bad. I thought it was the other girl. Yeah. And so anyway, he came back. And so He told me he was very accomplished and listed all the things he owned and said he is single because he knows what he likes and he won't settle for less. No, dog. You're a 38-year-old dentist. You're single because there's something wrong with you. You're single because you ain't found nobody to tolerate you yet. Do you know how many good women is looking for good men out here?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't hard to find a good woman, man. It's a bunch of them. And once they leave that baggage at the back door, they can be real good. But now here you come, because you say you single because he know what he likes and he won't settle for less. This is a setup move, lady. You were intrigued and you asked him to go see a movie with you. He was displeased with the theater. He said the popcorn was burnt. Okay, so he's a whiner and complainer. I wore a sundress and sneakers and he said he prefers the women wear their toes out. I understand that. I'm that way too, dog. You got on a sundress. I think you should have them toes out. I agree with that 100%. But I'm not going to tell that to a woman on the first date.
Thank you.
We're going to work on round to that. But right now, I don't have a right to tell you what I want because you don't belong to me. And I don't belong to you. So I can't tell this woman nothing. I got to just deal with it. And he picked me up and he commented that you live in a transitioning neighborhood, which to me meant that I live in the ghetto. Well, a transitioning neighborhood, you know what that is. And so you read it right, but that's where you live. So, a lot of diamonds in the rough. I told him I would let his comments slide so we would not argue. We still hang out and he's always complaining. I just told you he was a complainer. He tells me what I should do with my hair or what I should wear when we're hanging out. See, now, you're not telling us that you all have already had sex. See, this is the part you're not telling us, lady. You keep saying when we hanging out, but you're actually seeing him. And obviously he's a controlling guy and he likes to, implement what he wants at all times, irregardless as to what you want. But the most irritating thing about him is the sex. Here we go. Now we find out this hanging out is sex. Don't get me wrong, he's really good in bed, but he told me that I fall short in pleasing him the way he's used to getting pleased. Yeah, and let me tell you something. This ain't the first time he done said this. This is why he's single. Because everybody got to please him. I do my best. Okay. So you done bit on the bait. His whole thing, remember up top he says, because I know what I like and I won't settle for less. That intrigued you. See what I mean? So now what a woman started doing is trying to prove that. Like when a man meets you and he tells you why he broke up with his ex, he's trying to get that from you. She didn't do nothing for me. She didn't take care of me. She didn't love me the way I needed. Now here you go. Well, I'm finna love you the way you need to. It's a setup move so he can keep getting what he wants. But you haven't told us anything about what he's doing for you.
Right.
He's done nothing for you. Mm-hmm. You just keep trying to prove yourself as someone to be someone he likes and that he don't have to settle no more. Mm-hmm. I do my best, but he critiques every sexual encounter. And he tells me what I need to work on. I've never been told that I can't please a man. I love a challenge. Oh, now here you go. Now you finna prove him wrong. So now you finna sex harder now. You up in here doing some stuff you above and beyond. But I feel like this is the way of controlling me. Will I ever be able to please him? All right, let's answer this letter. No, you will not be able to please him ever because you know why? Because he's a manipulator. And men who are manipulators do things to manipulate. So simply put, he always has you trying to prove yourself to him when he in turn does nothing to prove himself to you. He's selfish, he's controlling, he's self-centered, he's overbearing, he's arrogant, all his accomplishments and where you live and all this here. Y'all, he on top of your store. Y'all in the same damn strip mall. If you making all that money, why your ass you're upstairs at the strip mall? You ain't even storefront.
All right. Please post. Thank you, Steve. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter
upstairs.
at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand.
Why you at a strip mall? Why your ass ain't in a medical building?
Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are. It is that time for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
All right, Shirley, but first let me let them know, Huntsville, Alabama, you asked for me, but here I come. Stand Up Live, September 1st. Go get your tickets at standuplive.com. Your favorite play cousin finna come back a fool. That's all I can tell you. If you ain't seen it, you finna see it now, September 1st. Huntsville Live, Stand Up Live, Huntsville, Alabama. There it is. All right, here we go. The NBA is set to retire the number 6 to honor Bill Russell. That means no team will have the number 6 in honor of Bill Russell. That's a very huge accomplishment for a brother who meant a lot to the NBA. So congratulations to the Russell family. Also, your boy Antonio Brown is back in the news. God, dog, this boy Antonio Brown said he is interested in playing for the Cowboys. Tell Jerry Jones to call me. Not the way you left Tampa, he not.
He done forgot this on video.
Yeah, he didn't forgot all of this happened. Not the way you left there. Not the party you threw in the end zone. Not the running around the stadium in New York.
Did a whole flip in the end zone.
I thought he was the president of Donda Sports.
Don't bring up his job.
Sports company.
Yeah. He said, hey, tell Jerry Jones to call me. I promise
Tell Jerry Jones to call you. Jerry ain't finna call you, though. You finna be playing for $112,000 a year.
Ain't no way, man. I just thought it.
How much, dog?
$112,000 a year. Your ass gonna get paid per route.
Is that why the number is so random?
Yeah, he said per route. That means in a season, your ass gonna be moving. Blocking plays don't count. Also, man, my boy Prime Time, man. Boy Prime is funny to me, man. Deion Sanders say the Hall of Fame is enshrining now good players. I
saw it.
Man, you saw that, man? Deion said he want his bust of himself to be put on a high plane. He don't want to be on the same level as everybody because they only enshrine good players now. I don't know how they gonna do that, but Prime want his to be elevated because he's a Hall of Famer. He's not a good player. Don't put me on the same level as the people coming in now. That's what you're trying to say.
That's my boy.
I know, man. And last, man, Brittany Griner's defense team files an appeal of conviction for 9 years yesterday in court in Russia. Now, here's the interesting thing about that. They're appealing it. We knew they would, but normal time given for the crime that she committed for other people is 5 years, with a third of them getting parole. She may be used as a political pawn right now.
She is. She is. Ain't no maybe to that.
9 years, everybody else getting 5. So we'll see what else happens.
All right, Junior. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Coming up next, we'll talk about Steve's recent golf trip right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, you know how much we love to hear about your trips. And you recently had a golf trip to Florida.
But you know, for the first time, I went somewhere by myself.
What?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No security.
What?
I ain't go with no friends. I went by myself. And I'm going to do it more often because,
you
man.
like yourself. You like hanging out with Steve.
Yeah, I like me.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm really a cool person, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, me and me, we like the same thing.
Right.
You know,
me and me.
You know,
you don't argue with me.
Yeah, you know, me and myself, we don't ever fall out. Myself usually like to do the same thing that I like to do.
Yeah.
You know, I was telling myself the other every morning where I wanted to eat, and myself wanted to go to the same place.
What?
You know, then me, I told myself, I said, myself, he said, yeah, me. I said, I'm going to have the guy bring me up just a bowl and I'm going to eat cereal this morning. Myself said, cereal? Man, me too. I ain't had cereal in a long time. So on the way back from Florida, I drove, and I said, you know what I want myself? And myself said, what, me? And I said, I want to stop at Firehouse Sub. And I stopped, and I bought the meatball, and I bought the fire engine.
Both of them.
That sounds hot.
Yeah, I bought both of them so I could make sure they taste right.
One for yourself and one for your meat.
Yeah. Me had the meatball, and myself had the fire engine. And it was just an incredible moment, man. I said, man. And then, so I'm going to invite next time we go, because I didn't take
The three amigos.
Yeah, I just took me and myself, but I'm going to take me, myself, and I next time. And because I was pissed off, I said, damn, y'all ain't asked me to go? And I said, no. And me and myself was just sitting over there having a good-ass time. Because sometimes I think he the boss, And so we didn't want to take our ass with us this time. Because I be out the pocket. And I had a third. Yeah.
What did you guys talk about in the car, in the drive?
Man, we was watching Netflix.
You drove?
Yeah, he drove.
Wait a minute,
Yeah,
you
he
drove?
said he drove.
No, I didn't drive. I was riding.
You said drove. Okay.
I got a Sprinter, so I was watching Netflix. But it was a grueling ass drive back because my air wasn't working right in the back.
That ain't normal for you.
No.
I was back there wrestling, tossing and turning like I was in a bad dream.
Guess that sprinter ain't there no more. Guess you got rid of that one.
So then I had, it's made this last trip. It don't have to worry about carrying my ass no more. I don't care if the damn compressor come on or not. But I enjoyed myself, man. I was alone.
I was a golfer.
Yeah, man. I didn't play one round of golf.
No?
No, man. I just took lessons.
Oh, because it was a golf trip.
Okay.
Oh, you took lessons.
Yeah, I gotta change some things, man. I don't play enough golf. He said, so what do you want to do? I said, I want to change my golf swing. He said, why? I said, well, hell, the one I got ain't one for damn. Why would I keep it? Why we keep fixing that one? That one obviously not working. So give me another one. Something I could do something with, and then, so it's hard to change your golf swing. You've been golfing as long as me. And I've done so many wrong things. Man, when this guy showed me the way you really swing a golf club, I went, what?
Really?
Doc, I said, do this dude understand the sport I'm trying to play? Doc, I never knew. So now I have a lot of drills I got to get myself together, but, we'll see. I had a great time, though, man. I really enjoyed myself. And I suggest to people, if you really want to have a good time, just take me and myself with you. Don't take I.
Too much.
I is trouble.
No, me, myself, and I want this. I said that. Then you got trouble. Just take me and myself, and y'all will have a good time.
All right, Steve. Thank you. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
But don't take I, though.
At 20 minutes after the hour, right after
ass.
this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, we don't hear these too often, but here we go. Here's a bad mom story. A worker inside an Ohio convenience store says she saw a 6-year-old boy walk into the store while drinking a bottle of a malt liquor drink. She was shocked and asked the little boy if he knew what he was drinking. He told her, yep, this is me and my mommy's favorite beer. We drink it all the time.
What?
Junior, I should have had you do that part.
Man. What? It ain't too late. Yeah.
Yep, this is me and my mommy's favorite beer. We drink it all the time. Say that, Junior.
Yep, this me and my mommy's favorite beer. We drink it all the time.
The worker then called the police and told him to buy whatever he wants. He picked out some candy, the little boy did, a package of donuts, some toothpaste, and a bottle of mouthwash. Now, when the police arrived, the mom told them it was all an accident and she was allowed to go home with the boy. Later, the police went to the home to check on the boy and found him riding a scooter while drinking another malt liquor drink. This time, the cops arrested the mother and charged her with child endangering and contributing to the delinquency of a child. So good.
They only sell malt liquor in 2 places, the hood and trailer parks.
Okay, so give me your thoughts. What was this one at?
This sound like some.
Away.
Yeah, the trailer park. This got trailer park wrote on it.
All right, coming up in 33 minutes after, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Guys, it is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather, if you were in this position, use a dating app or go on a blind date? Dating app or blind date?
Let me do the dating app. I can at least see what I'm finna do.
Do the dating app.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go on a blind date if Drake picking them. Hey, Unc, Steve, I got one for you. Okay, Drake. I tried. That boy don't miss. Yeah, only if it's Drake that's setting up the blind date.
Okay, all right.
Who I don't know, but just want to put that out
You
there.
don't know Drake? What?
No, I ain't never met him.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Next.
I thought you knew everybody.
Yeah,
All
I
right. Would
did
you
too.
rather be happy, wealthy, or healthy? Would you rather?
That's three. What? So we just
Healthy,
it's
wealthy,
out of them
or happy?
three.
Got to pick one. Would you rather be one of these?
If I'm wealthy, I'm healthy. I promise you I am.
Oh, really?
If you
Give me
wealthy,
that
you
wealth.
all three. If you wealthy.
I'm gonna take that wealthy.
Steve?
No, I'm gonna take healthy
Uh-huh.
because I could work from there. I could work it from there.
Yep.
You, hey man, let me tell you something. You wealthy and you ain't healthy. You give all your money up to be healthy.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with this healthy.
I'm gonna give it a shot though.
Yeah.
Because wealthy is beyond rich. I'm gonna give that a shot, partner.
Hell, I ain't wealthy and unhealthy now. The hell is you talking about? I got to go with this wealthy.
Junior. Good
boy.
one. Good one. All right. Would you rather be on an airplane between two arguing passengers? You're in that middle seat between two arguing passengers, or would you rather sit next to a screaming baby?
I'm gonna take that baby. Cause that middle seat something else. I can't. I ain't. I'm one of them licks gonna hit me. I got to get
They're just arguing.
with this baby.
They're just arguing.
No, see, but you're not gonna be arguing across me though, because all this finna stop. I'm gonna go and take that screaming baby, because all this arguing over me gonna result in a fight.
All right, last one. Would you rather have unlimited pizza for life or unlimited tacos for life?
Oh, unlimited pizza.
Pizza.
All right, that's today's round of Would You
It's
Rather.
all meat and cheese.
Let's just be real. Let's just be real.
Coming up next, it's our last break of the day, and at 49 minutes after, some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, guys, our last break of the day. Before we get to your closing, Steve, we want to say thank you so much to Miss Pat from the Miss Pat Show
Yeah,
on EP Plus.
Miss
It's
Pat.
streaming right now. What a great guest. And yeah.
She
you
cuss
invite her
better
back.
than you, dog. She get paid for it too.
No problem. Congratulations. Hey, listen, I have some closing remarks. After spending some time last week with myself, I came away with some great takeaways. And it's really, really hard, I know, for the average person to take time to themselves. It's really, really hard for me because I have so many things attached to my life. I have such a huge life. And I realized it, and I do realize it when I try to set this life down sometimes and just give it a rest. Everybody needs a rest. Everybody needs a break. Everybody needs some time to themselves. But my team did the best they could without bothering me with stuff that was the day-to-day. They only text me if it was pressing, and they had to have a response, and I'm the only one that can give them the response. So they played it. So I wasn't bombarded with a lot of stuff last week. I was still, a lot of requests was coming in, but not the usual amount. And even though what I'm telling you, I know it's difficult to do, it's difficult to just take some time for yourself. But it's imperative. And I discovered that I really have to do it more. And I really, really have to discover that I have to just do more things for me. I do so much, and a lot of women can relate to this, and a lot of men. You do so much for other people that you look up at the end of the day and you ain't done nothing for yourself. You take care of the kids, you take care of the house, you take care of your man, you take care of your wife, you take care of the kids, you go to work, you take care of them bills, you come home, you take care of the yard. Something happening with the car, you got to go see about that. Something happened up at the school, you got to go see that. Then if you got a child that's got some extracurricular activities, now you got to support that because that's your job, because your child can't get there unless you take them there. And it's just, it gets to be a lot. But you can't forget about you, because without you, this whole thing don't really work. So every now and then, I can't tell you how often, or I can't tell you how to make it happen. But you've got to take some time to get with just yourself. And you know what it does? Like, it's sort of refreshing because you get to reintroduce yourself to yourself. You know, it's kind of good to get to know yourself. Think your thoughts. Respond the way you want to respond. Sit where you want to sit. Look out the window. Look out at the water. Look out at the park. Look out in your backyard and just have your own thoughts. That is such a cool thing to do. You know, spend a lot of time meditating and praying. You know, it took me a long time, but I just learned this a couple years ago. The difference between meditation and prayer. Prayer is talking to God. Prayer is talking to God. Putting in request of God. Telling God about your gratitude, your thoughts, your dreams, your ambitions, your goals. It's saying thank you. Prayer is talking to God. But meditating is different. Meditating is listening to God. Get yourself somewhere in a still place and be quiet. And ask God and ask his spirit to just talk to you, to calm you, to give you peace, to keep you enclosed in the right mind, to just give you to help you with your decisions, you know, to just sit there and listen to what he has to say. Bishop Kenneth Ulmer out in Los Angeles taught me one of the most valuable lessons I've ever heard. You know how you have people come up to you and they may say, God told me to tell you this, or God told me to tell you that. You've ever heard people come up to you like that? I'm always leery when people come up to me and say, oh, I'm glad I met you because God wanted me to tell you this. You know what he told me that rings true? I was asking, I said, man, how do you know it's God that's telling you something? Bishop Kenneth Ulmer said, because God's voice has no sin in it. Because I've heard people say, I'm going to go down there and tell them, the Lord talked to me, and I'm going to go down there and tell them what's on my mind. God ain't never told you to go down there and tell them people off. God ain't never told you to go down there and show them who the boss is. God don't tell you to go down there and bust out no car window. God ain't told you to post something wrong about a person. God ain't never told you to seek revenge. God ain't never told you to go down there and show nobody up, embarrass nobody. God's voice has no sin in it. So when people come up to you and they talk to you and they say that God told me to tell you this, you know, it's always interesting because I talk to God every day. I hardly ever miss a day. So when a person comes up to me and tell me what God told him, he didn't even tell me that I would be talking to you today. And there are some people who do have messages, but a lot of them don't. So be conscious of it. Take some time out for yourself. Don't forget to pray, meditate, spend some time alone, get to know yourself, and remember something about prayer. Prayer works. So don't forget to pray. Don't be ashamed to pray, and don't ever be too proud to pray, because prayer changes things. Okay? Those are my closing remarks today. Hey, look, talk.